Hi, this is Israel Anderson from Ron Paul Flicks. Now, you may be seeing on your Facebook walls and so forth that Ron Paul just suspended his campaign. So I want to bring a little bit of reality to that. He has not suspended his campaign. There is going to be a change in the way the campaign functions, but it most certainly is not suspended and it is not ended. Ron Paul will still be fighting in the caucus states. Now, in the press release, which obviously you can't read, it's behind me here, Ron Paul states that they won't be campaigning in the primary states. It says nothing about the caucus states. It's the caucus states where we are winning delegates, and we will be going into a broker convention in Tampa to secure the Republican nomination. But the effort that is required to campaign in a primary state requires, as he says in the press release, $10 million plus, and we just don't have that. Now, there is a money bomb coming up. I believe it's on the 17th of this month, so just in a few days. And please pour everything you've got into that money bomb. It's absolutely so vital that we do that. We have to keep the campaign going. So now I guess we've whittled it down to just a few of the remaining caucus states, and I don't know what they are at the top of my head. I will get them and I'll put them in the next Ron Paul Flick show. That'll be hopefully later today. By the way, if you've got really solid results on Oklahoma and Arizona, would love to know what they are, because they're seemingly impossible to find. And that's why I'm getting all these emails. Israel, where are the results for Oklahoma and Arizona? You know what? As soon as I get them, I'll give them to you. Promise you. They're very, very difficult. So read this press release carefully. It's on their site, and it's also posted on the Flicks Facebook page. If you've never been there, go to Facebook, search for Ron Paul Flicks, F-L-I-X. But you'll see here, our campaign will continue to work in the state convention process. We will continue to take leadership positions, win delegates, and carry a strong message to the Republican National Convention that liberty is the way of the future. Moving forward, however, we will no longer spend resources campaigning in primary states. There's a huge difference between primary states and caucus states because of the way they work. And he says doing so with any hope of success would take many tens of millions of dollars we simply do not have. I encourage all supporters of liberty to make sure you get to the polls and make your voices heard, particularly at the local, state, and congressional elections, where so many defenders of freedom are fighting and need your support. But we need to keep being involved in here, and really this, I feel a responsibility now to make sure that I redouble my efforts with Ron Paul Flicks to make sure we get more and more shows out, because the media coverage now will drop a little. Not that it could really get much lower than it is. But anyway, rest assured, Ron Paul has not dropped out of the race, and if and that's not just pie in the sky wishful thinking. The press release says it. He will still continue to work in the caucus states, and we will be working, as he said, at the state conventions in all of these states to make sure that we get as many delegates as we possibly can. So if any of your friends are saying, well, he's out of the race now, it's time to support Romney, send them to this video so I can give them a little bit of a lesson. Ron Paul has not dropped out of the Republican race for the nomination at all. We're doing extremely well, and the chance of a broker convention in Tampa is extremely good, and the delegates that we have collected so far are many hundreds, not anything like what the media is lying to us about. If you're not a member of Ron Paul Flicks, get along to our website. On the top left hand side you'll see a little tab where you can get instant notifications, and every time we post a video you'll be notified by email. We don't post a ton of videos because we like to just post the cream of the crop. If you want a Ron Paul site where they post every video, then there's another one called Ron Paul Posts, P-O-S-T-S, ronpaulposts.com. And there they have everything. So that's another great website as well. So this has been Israel Anderson for Ron Paul Flicks, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.